Welcome, friends, to Crazy Women Country, where women's voices matter. We bring you the greatest female voices in the music industry, from the artists, songwriters, and producers, to managers and executives, and all the women who make the music industry what it is today. Thank you for joining us. Welcome, friends, to another episode of Crazy Women Country. I'm Donna.
I'm Paula, and today we have Morgan Johnston with us. How are you doing?
Hello, I'm great. Thank you so much for asking. Thanks for having me on.
No problem.
Our pleasure.
So tell all our Crazy Women Country fans and all these new fans you're going to gain, who is Morgan Johnston?
So I'm from Cape Cod, Massachusetts. I moved to Nashville about 4 years ago, so in November of 2016. And both of my parents are very heavy in the animal industry, so they're both professional dog trainers. And my dad is also an entertainer, but with animals. So I kind of grew up with these parents who like traveled all over the country and did dog shows and horse shows and all sorts of strange things that people don't usually have for a childhood. And I kind of started performing there, singing the national anthem. And I always loved to sing. And when I was 13, I started learning how to play the guitar and started writing songs, kind of playing like little open mics around town. And then I went to college and I was just going to be a horse trainer. And singing and writing was something that I did for fun. But I never thought that I could actually like make a career out of it. So then I had an interesting opportunity in 2016 to come visit Nashville. And a friend of mine, Brett Young, has now done obviously very great things, and at the time he was just very helpful, and he taught me kind of my first few like lessons in Nashville, I would say. So I came to visit, and I got to play Whiskey Jam, and I just kind of fell in love with the magic of the city. And then I dropped out of college and moved here, and I kind of never looked back. So that's kind of how it all started.
Perfect.
Wonderful. So obviously going from that realm of wanting to be a horse trainer and kind of in that area. So what made you want to, like, who are the women that inspired you to kind of go into the music industry?
Yeah. Okay. So I guess I didn't really elaborate on what happened, but I had a friend that was dating Brett, and I really always played and wrote. My great grandmother was a signed songwriter at a place called Fourth House Music in LA. I never met my great grandmother, but Fourth House Music was run by a woman named Mabel John, who was one of the Raylettes. And so my dad always jokes that it skipped a generation. So I never really grew up with music or was inspired by anyone, but kind of just in my blood, I guess. My dad plays a little bit of guitar, but he cannot sing a tune in a bucket. And my mom never really sang either. So I guess that was a natural inspiration. Maybe I got it from my great grandmother, but the reason I got the confidence was on my first trip to Nashville, and I got to see this unique, you know, people are on the radio and you know people get there, but the average person, when you ask them that, they don't know how those people got to those points. And when I came to Nashville, I got to just see this really unique time in Brett's career and a unique time in other people's careers of their very beginning stages, and how they actually accomplished these little baby steps of getting closer to becoming someone who can get paid to be a songwriter, and then someone who can be a signed songwriter, and then someone who can get a record deal. And that trip just opened my eyes to the possibilities. This is something that is possible. It's only as limited as you believe it is, you know? So that was the trip that inspired me to do it professionally. But I think inspired to do it on my own was just kind of something within me. I don't know.
That's cool. I love that. You couldn't sing a tune in the bucket. That's hilarious. That really is.
Oh, he cannot. He carry a tune in a bucket. I think that's the saying.
That's very cool. That's very cool. Okay, so in April 23rd, you brought out a new single, Just In Case. Can you tell us about that?
Yeah. So I wrote that song with Ian McConnell and Kyle Schlinger, and both incredible writers, and Ian's an artist and he's great. But it was after I had gotten out of a relationship, and I kind of thought I was doing great. I was like, oh, I got this breakup thing all figured out. And Then I had stumbled across some things that he had left. I guess I just never really got rid of, and like a note and some other weird things that you just kind of hang on to as like memories. And I was having a hard time getting rid of it. And I was like, that's so weird. Maybe you're still not as, maybe you're not doing as good as you thought that you were. And if you're still having a hard time holding on to these things. So I brought in this idea to Ian and Kyle. And originally it was like all physical things. And Kyle was like, well, what if we take all those physical things in the first verse, but then turn it into like, I'm keeping my love for you just in case you come back for it. And I was like, oh my God, that's it. So we all were like way more excited about the song after he kind of, gave that perspective on it. And we wrote it in that 3-hour session, and we knew that it was going to be something special. But I mean, it's like 3 years old now. I wrote it quite a while ago.
But yeah, it's perfect. I love it. Absolutely love it. I think it's a song that we can all relate to in one way or another. So yeah.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I think we've all kind of had those little memories that we keep with us. And even if we are moved on from that person or not, maybe they're not a part of your life anymore, you still hold on to them,
Oh, yeah.
And I think it shows growth from going back to 2018 from Good Guy. I mean, you kind of just from there till now that the other singles that you released, it's like it just kind of flows like this beautiful story too.
Oh, thank you so much. They're actually kind of both about the same person, so it worked out. I basically have like subjected myself to my entire high school just like reading my diary when I write these songs, and I'm like, whatever.
Perfect. Yeah, but I think country music is that vulnerable music, isn't it? You have to be vulnerable to help other people.
And it makes people not feel not crazy. Like that's kind of one of my biggest things too. Is like I love making people feel like we all do things that we're like ashamed of or whatever, and it's like we're all just human. And I love being a place for someone to be like, I'm not crazy for feeling that, or like, I'm just human for feeling that. And so I had one girl be like, she messaged me and she said, I couldn't get rid of his soap for weeks because it was in her shower. She was like, and I felt crazy, and I heard your song and I didn't feel so crazy. And I was like, you know what, girl, keep that soap if you have to, And so it's really nice to make people feel like they can relate.
Yeah, that's perfect. Perfect. And I think your vulnerability is definitely not a weakness. It's a strength. And I think the more vulnerable people can see you as the artist, the more I think people just relate and they're drawn into it. So
absolutely.
Keep doing that. Perfect. Now we've gone really, really deep. We're gonna have some fun.
All right, right. Now that we're getting all serious.
Yeah, we need to move away. No, we don't do serious. We're crazy.
Let's crank out the drinks and let's go.
Yeah.
Quick fire questions. Now these are dead easy, just for people to get to know just a little bit more. This is really, really cool. Okay. Okay. So, early bird or night owl?
Early bird.
What sitcom family would you be a member of?
Oh my gosh. Okay, is Friends a sitcom?
We can go with that. Yeah.
I would either be in Friends or New Girl.
They're very popular.
I love Jess.
That's cool. Okay, if we had a look through your iPod, what would be your guilty pleasure music?
Ooh, that's a good one. I listen to a lot of sad music. I don't know why I'm a happy girl, but Donovan Woods, probably old Casey Musgraves or Sasha Sloan. I don't know if you're familiar with Sasha Sloan, but she's more pop, but I love. Or sometimes I just put on 2000s country. So I guess I have a lot of them.
That's very cool. So what's one of the, I don't know, strangest, weirdest, craziest things a fan has ever done for you?
Well, one time I had someone print off a portrait photo that we took together and brought it to a concert and had me sign it. And I thought that was really cool. Someone like me, I was like, oh my God, you like printed off this photo. Like you were dedicated. And then they came, I think it was like 4 hours to drive to come to see me at a CMA Fest thing. So that was cool. That's crazy to me. Probably not to some people, but crazy to me.
That's great. That's a true fan. Seriously, that's very
It was cute. It was really cute.
Are you a boot or heels girl?
I'm a booted heel girl. I like boots with heels.
We've had a few of them. You know, like,
I'm a combo. I'm a booted heel girl.
That's cool. What's your favorite drink?
Ooh, alcoholic or not?
Both.
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 We want all the information. Yeah.
You want all the good stuff. If it is like a non-alcoholic drink, I love coffee. Obviously I drink water, but like coffee, iced coffee, cold brew, my favorite. And then if it's alcoholic, I kind of get scattered, but typically lately it's been tequila pineapple as been my go-to cocktail.
Yeah, pineapple. That sounds good.
Yes, I used to not be a tequila girl, but now I am. I heard it doesn't give you hangovers, so I'm like, I gotta switch.
He needs to hang over, seriously.
Yes.
What's your favorite holiday?
Christmas. I had to think about that one.
Christmas rocks. Christmas is the best.
I like these questions. This is fun. It's making me think.
What's your favorite animal?
A horse. I love horses. I love dogs. They're a close second, but I love horses.
Horses are amazing. Yeah, that's cool.
They are. They're cool.
Okay, if you could add someone to Mount Rushmore, who would it be and why?
Oh my gosh. Dolly Parton.
Yes!
Because it's Dolly Parton. Do you even need an answer for
I love that.
It's Dolly
Why?
Parton.
Because it's Dolly, of course.
She is my idol. And I don't know if you guys saw this, but they wanted to add her. Oh, what was it? They wanted to make a statue of her. Yes. Where do they want to do that again?
Somewhere in Nashville, I think. I can't remember.
Yeah, they wanted to do a statue of her, and she, in the most beautiful, quiet way, declined it because she was just like, you know what? I really appreciate it, but there's so much going on in the world. I don't think that it's appropriate to be glorifying me. And maybe if after I pass, you want to do something in memory, like I would be, you know.
Cool.
And I was just like, what a woman. What a woman. So that's my answer. That's why. That's why I choose Dolly Parton.
She's just amazing. Okay, what was the first concert you went to?
The Dixie Chicks. My dad took me in a limo and I fell asleep. But I was like, I still do stuff like that. But I was like young, so I was tired. But it was amazing until I was asleep.
Dixie Chicks rock. I love that. That's really cool.
Oh, God, I love them.
They are amazing.
They're awesome. So what's your favorite color?
Probably pink. I love pink.
Good color. What's the best thing since sliced bread?
The best thing since sliced bread. I don't know if anything beats sliced bread.
No one's ever said that. That's cool.
I don't know. I can't think of anything. Like food? Does it have to be food, or is that just a funny saying?
It could be food, it could be technology, it could be a person, it could be whatever you want it to be.
The best thing since sliced bread. My blow drying, my round blow drying brush, because I've never had a blowout I had blowouts, but I'd never been able to do it myself. And now I can do the round brushy thingy with the hot air, and it makes my hair look good. Is the best thing since sliced bread.
I love that technical term there, that brushy thing.
Brushy thing,
the round brushy thing. That's about how much I know about it. I literally wash my hair and like go like this and hope that it looks okay. I have no idea how to be like cute.
Not many people admit that, but that is so cool. There's so many people that are like, yeah, that's me.
I try. I really try. I gotta fit in with all the cool girls.
Yeah. Other than blow dryers, I'm like, yeah, okay, what do you want me to do? Like, curl it. There you go. It's done. Yeah.
Exactly.
I can't figure out. And you look in the mirror, and my hand sort of twists the opposite.
Yeah, you're like, I'm telling you, girlfriend. The blow drying brush, you have to get it. Awesome. I should be on a freaking commercial for them, because all you have to do is you twist just the brush with the way it used to be. You had to do like the brush and then the blow dryer, and then you'd be like, which way do I turn it? It makes it so easy.
Well, I turn my hand the wrong way, so it kind of points out. I'm like, yeah, whatever. Just
I know.
We're all gonna have a hot brush thing going on now for Instagram and everywhere else.
Yep.
There you go.
We should get them to pay us for that free advertisement.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Must be something out there.
Right.
If you could talk to anyone, alive or dead, who would it be and what would you want to talk about?
I would choose to talk to my great grandmother. I just feel like so weirdly connected to her. And I know she is my great grandmother, but she died before I was even born. So I am just so curious about her and her life. And I would ask her like all about my family. And she also supposedly claimed to be a witch. So I just want to know. I want to know like that. I want to know all about it. I actually have, you can see, that's her pearl necklace. And then there's a cup. Here, I should show this to you. This is actually kind of cool. Hold on. This is the mug from her publishing company. That's Mabel John.
Oh, wow.
And then here it says Fourth House Music. And this was from, I believe, the 60s. And it still has the phone number of the company. Isn't that so fun?
Oh,
That
so
is so
On
cool.
Sunset Boulevard in Los Angeles. So I'm just so curious about her and like what it was like to be a songwriter. I have a bunch of her old lyrics, and she was also a part of ASCAP, which is my PRO. So it's just so cool. I'm so fascinated by her.
that is so cool.
That is so cool.
Mm.
Yeah.
So if you weren't doing music and you weren't doing horse training, what would you be doing?
I am a nanny for a little boy. He's 15. He just turned 15, and he has Down syndrome. So I would go into something with special education, I think, because he has just changed my life and like the way that I look at the world. So I would probably do something with children and special education.
That's amazing.
Wonderful.
He is so sweet.
So if you could be a Disney character, what character would you be?
I'm in love with these questions. Belle. I think she's so cute.
Oh,
Belle. She's
I
just
love
so
that.
beautiful.
She's
And I love that she loves the Beast.
a strong,
She's not-
independent woman, and I don't care what he looks like. I love him for him.
Yes, she is not shallow. Belle is not shallow.
definitely
Not like-
agree with you.
What's his name?
Mhm.
Gustan. He's like, he deserves to die.
I love it.
Well, what's your favorite flavor of ice cream?
Ben and Jerry's, either fish food or the Cherry Garcia.
Fish food.
I have never tried fish food.
Have you heard of it?
I have not.
That just sounds
Oh
random.
my gosh. It's PHISH, I think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. something like- So you should try it. It is like all of the good things in one. It's so good.
I'm going to have to have a look at that now.
Right, I'm going to be on a
You're
video
gonna-
trying this now.
I know, right?
No. So what's your... Oh, hold on. I think we lost... There you go. Hi. We lost you for a
We're
second.
back. Hello, sorry.
It was the ice cream. You got us all excited.
Yep.
He's got a jar hidden underneath the table once now.
So what's one of your favorite snacks?
You guys are making me hungry. I love. Ugh, this is so weird. I got it off of TikTok. Bell peppers and cream cheese, like a turkey sandwich, and you put turkey and cheese, and it's so good. It's so good. Like a little snacky sandwich type thing.
Nice. Doesn't sound too weird.
No. Not compared to some of the weird things that we've heard.
It feels weird. People always look at me funny, but I'm like, it's so good.
That sounds good, I have to say.
So, hypothetically, if I came to you and said, I have a body I need to hide, do you know a good place?
Oh wow. Let me see. I'm a really bad liar, so I could try to help you find a spot, but I will probably preface this by saying we are gonna get caught. So maybe like under my deck.
Obvious place, yeah.
I really hope no one watches this and only like cuts to this part of it and they're like, what is going on in this video?
What are you doing?
I'm just helping the police in case there's any ever missing people around, you know.
Let me look under your deck.
Yeah. I mean, like on the deck and I'm like, oh, it's a joke.
It's not real.
I think I lost you guys. Can you see?
Yeah, I think everything froze for a minute. Hold on. Can you see us
Yeah,
okay?
Frozen into, there you go.
Oh no.
Maybe.
Can you hear me? I'm so sorry. I kind of missed everything.
Okay, I think we're back.
I think
Maybe.
kind of.
Shall we pause and reconvene?
Can you hear me?
Hold on, I'm gonna pause it. What's a good theme song for your life?
That is such a good question. Did
I think we froze
think
again.
of one that everyone would know. Oh my God, I can't think of one. There's this one song by an independent artist here in town. I don't know what it's called, but it goes, I swear one of these days I'm gonna get my shit together. And that's just how I feel all of the time. So again, I don't know what it's called, but it's sang by Summer Overstreet, and her dad is Paul Overstreet, who's written like a bunch of hits. And that would be my theme song.
Okay, that sounds perfect.
It's a great theme song.
Yes, definitely.
So tell us what album, artist, song, maybe even a simple like group of songs, that we should listen to before we die.
Oh my gosh. The Casey Musgrave, every Casey Musgraves album. Did you listen to Before We Die? It kind of cut out.
I think we cut out again too.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I was just asking any artist or group of songs or albums or whatever, that we should listen to before we die. I think we're officially froze again.
Yeah.
Okay, everyone, we'll be back in just a second.
Okay, I would.
Oh,
go ahead. We're back.
Oh, okay. I would say any Casey Musgraves record, the new Ingrid Andress record, Donovan Woods, so good. Sasha Sloan, everything she does is amazing. Those are the people that I would say.
Okay, that sounds like
Wonderful.
Okay, your last question. Who is your favorite CWC host? Or in other words, who is your favorite Crazy Women Country host?
I can't hear you. I feel so bad. I don't know what's going on.
Okay, so I think we're back again. Go ahead. Ask the question again.
Okay.
I don't think this is going to work. I feel so bad.
Who is your favorite CWC host or Crazy Women Country host?
Are you two the only hosts?
Of course.
Yes.
Oh my God, I cannot pick. I love you both. Don't put me under the pressure like that. Both of you, equal in my heart.
That's what we like to hear. It's perfect. It's perfect. So tell all our fans.
That is funny. That's a good one. That's how you get them.
Yeah, I'm going to start asking it in the middle and confusing them and see what they say. That'd be quite funny. So tell all our Crazy Women Country fans, what has the rest of 2020? What have you got planned for the rest of 2021? Look at that out.
Yeah. My plan, I have a lot of music coming out, so I'm putting out a couple more songs before the end of the year. I'll have another single coming out in the beginning of July, and I'm planning on playing a bunch of shows. So some in town, some out of town, some opening slots and stuff, and I'm really excited. Really, really excited to get back on the road.
Perfect. Sounds
wonderful.
Sounds good. Sounds good.
So make sure all go check out Morgan's website as well as all of her socials and follow her along. That way you can see when she'll be out and about and when the new songs will be released as well.
Definitely. You won't be disappointed because she is amazing. Yes.
If you enjoyed today's episode of Crazy Women Country, don't forget to give us a thumbs up. Be sure to click the subscribe button for new interviews weekly. And thank you, friends, for joining us today on Crazy Women Country, where women's voices matter.